Lights, camera, action. Hey, everybody. Hi, Susan Williams. It's morning over here, dear. It's 1:30 a.m. Yes, it is. See, do with this here. Get a little bit more of my shiny forehead there. Well, uh, another day passed without hearing from our elected officials. Disappointing. How many free men are rotting away in prison? How many innocent children are being subjected to these jabs? All the other stuff that's going on. People dealing with tickets they shouldn't be dealing with. This list just goes on and on and on. So, anyways, Daire Rendon, Michigan State Representative for my district, was asking about me. So, I'm asking about her. What do we know? That's what she looks like. That's her picture. And this says Daire Rendon, District 103, about the representative. District State Representative Daire Rendon of Lake City was first elected in November 2016 to the Michigan House and represents the residents of, forgive me if I butcher this, Misaki, Crawford, Kalkaska, Roscommon, and Ogemaw counties. Committees. Rendon serves as chairwoman of the Insurance Committee and the vice chairwoman of the Committee on Families, Children, and Seniors. Rendon also serves on the Judiciary, Natural Resources, and Outdoor Recreation Committees, and the Select Committee on Reducing Car Insurance Rates. Let's see. You've got a little smoke, a little fire, a little heat. Give my pipes a little lubrication. Here we go. Geez, I took a little down the wrong pipe. Anyways, here we go. Professional. All right. Professional. Rendon started her career as a government employee at the Social Security Administration in Grand Rapids, but moved into the private sector when she bought her first business in Cadillac, Michigan in 1988. Check Alert Systems was a licensed collection agency that recovered bad checks written to businesses and verified bad checking account data to the point of sale. When she sold the business in 2011, Rendon moved her entire business model and personnel to the company she started in 2001 and still operates today. Dragon Payment Systems, located in Lake City. The staff at DPS provides virtual customer service to monitored security companies located in Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Nashville. Public office. Rendon was appointed by Governor John Engler and reappointed by Governor Jennifer Granholm to the Michigan Bureau of Consumer and Industry Services, where she served as a member of the Michigan Collection Practices Advisory Board. She has served as the chairperson of the Michigan Home Builders Association Council, as president of the Michigan Association of Collection Agencies. Personal. Daire's been married to her husband, Bruce, for more than 43 years. They have 2 married daughters and 3 grandchildren. Daire and her family attended St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Lake City, where they have lived for over 30 years. Daire is a cancer survivor who received an adult stem cell transplant at the Carmos Cancer Institute in Detroit, 2007. Long before her own diagnosis, Daire was a supporter of the American Cancer Society, participating in the Wexford County Rally for Life before chairing Missaukee County's first ever Relay for Life in 1988. And then contact information, Lansing office, Anderson House Office Building, South 1387 House Office Building, Lansing, Michigan. The mailing address is S1387 House Office Building, P.O. Box 30014, Lansing, Michigan. And her phone number is 517-373-8317. And her email address is the spelling of her name, proper, all one word, capital first, at house.mi.gov. All right, so now we know something about Daire Rendon. Actually, we know quite a bit. Represents residents of Kalkaska County. I'm in Kalkaska County, Daire. I am. Been here quite a while. It's quite a county. It is. Ooh-wee. Do we got things happening here? Well, I would think you'd be interested, especially with some of the committees you served on. Chairwoman of the Insurance Committee and Vice Chair. Oh, we got some insurance issues. Oh, I got some collecting to do. Big time. Judiciary. We got a real problem with judiciary. We don't have it. It's been usurped. But we're going to fix that. We the people. Because now we know. We know what to do, how to do it. Natural Resources, Outdoor Recreation Committees, and Select Committee on Reducing Car Insurance Rates. Insurance rates are really high in Michigan. Like one of the highest in the nation. She goes after bad debt. I got a lot of bad debt here in Kalkaska County. Do you know that I got Kalkaska County on a $10,000 a day penalty? Retroactive to December 2015. $10,000 a day. Every day it just keeps ticking. I can't imagine the taxpayers would be very happy about that. You see, all Sheriff Whiteford had to do was give me back what they stole from me. And since they couldn't give me back what they stole from me because they sold some of it, I take the cash. And that was really reasonable. I mean, the cost of vehicles is like doubled or tripled for used vehicles. And my guns, well, you think it's going to be easy for me to go and purchase them at the gun store? No, I have to get mine or I get them. But that doesn't mean that the sheriff doesn't owe me my guns. So for $25,000 cash and replace my guns, it's costing $10,000 a day. Retroactive. I know that people aren't happy. I'm not happy. I'm flat ass broke, and I need $20,000 to get our Constitutional Accountability Committee up and rolling, so that we can get our grand juries established, get our assemblies established, and start having law and order in this state. You're right, Susan. All right. What else? What else we got going on here? Well, she still operates her business. Do you know Kalkaska and the Michigan State Police and these private foreign entity British parasite agents all conspired together to put me out of business to prevent you and your family from having optimal oral health and nourishing your endocannabinoid system so that you can have a strong, healthy immune system along with all the other Americans? Well, I did something about that. You see, the DEA had a remedy. Remove cannabis from schedules and classify it as essential for human health, because it is. But no, the DEA decided he'd rather have treason charges, a class action lawsuit against the DEA for every man imprisoned, incarcerated over cannabis, $100,000 a day, and $10 a day for you and your family, every one of you individually, $10 a day for denying you this wonder, this natural wonder from our Creator. So since you have experience in collections, maybe you can help me with this. What else you might be able to help me with? Grant. Oh, you were part of the Michigan Home Builders Association. Do you know I've been a home builder, licensed home builder for, it's got to be close to 40 years now. Yeah, and I'm so financially crippled. I can't go on contract. I got no tools. I don't have a vehicle. I don't have clothes. Oh, Susan, aren't you a wrench, honey? I gotta make you a wrench. Add moderator. Get that troll, would you? I'm a master carpenter. Frame carpentry, finish carpentry, bent rails, custom built cabinets, all that stuff. Let's see. What else? Cancer. Now, I did a talk about that just the other day. This cancer happens because in many cases, the telomeres, you're not going to get him, Susan. Didn't it make you a wrench? It said it did. I get him. That cancer is a terrible thing. My second child was born with a cancer. reporting this troll. Not just removing them, reporting them. Thanks. I received your report. All right, well, give me my screen back. There we go. All right. So, yeah, cancer is a terrible thing, and the science would appear to indicate that when the telomeres are gone, that there's no protection for the cells, and then the cells shrink in size to the point where then they morph into this cancer. Yet we know that cannabis cures cancer. However, there's no scientific research into it. I mean, the endocannabinoid system was discovered in 1992. It's in virtually every organ of your body, including your skin. You get CB1 and CB2 receptors throughout your entire body. Marijuana gives bone density. At your age, I think that's very important to a woman your age. You'd be very concerned about your bone density because your bones start getting brittle, you fall, break a hip. That's a terrible thing to go through. And I know people get laid up, and it's miserable. So you can get bone density from the cannabis, and that would be very beneficial for everybody. Anyways, one of the first things I noticed about marijuana extract is youthfulness. That was apparent right off the bat. Then, time later, I discovered gum tissue rejuvenation, and then to my amazement, the authorities come, the bylaw, and of course I'm a slave because the British parasites, they did a good job. Yeah, the education system, it sucks. It does, it really does. And this MK Ultra, all this brainwashing, so Lord have mercy. So it's no wonder things are such a mess. But in here, I at least have the capacity to sort some of this stuff out and steer the ship in the right direction so it doesn't go down. And we're in rough waters and high seas. So I got to take a lot of care. A lot of people are being affected here negatively. And we can't have that. We just can't have it. So anyways, how come people say, oh, marijuana cured my cancer? Did it cure cancer? Really? Or did it rejuvenate their cells and their telomeres so that the cancer couldn't exist? Well, how will we ever know? No one will do any research. And guys like me, well, your counterparts just keep coming at me. Boom, boom. I get back up, I clean up, I regroup, and all of a sudden, here comes government. It's like, come on, Dar. What is going on? Now, I don't know for a fact because I wasn't there. But my understanding is you've got people calling you and you haven't returned calls. And I am the executive manager for the great state of Michigan in a state of emergency. And we got treason running rampant and the people being trespassed in undescribable numbers, all for the benefit of these British parasites, this private foreign entity, this association. I would like to know, you're asking about me. Why don't you call me? I'm your boss. I'm the world's leading authority on oral health with cannabis. All right. Well, how about we'll just reference a few constitutional provisions. Deprivation of life, liberty, property, etc., by due course of law. That's the title. No citizen of this state shall be deprived of life, liberty, property, privileges, or immunities, or in any manner disenfranchised, except by due course of the law of the land, which we all know is common law. So, do you care? Highest law in the land. Real simple. Don't need to have 10 years of college to figure that what that paragraph means. No. Internal government and police. The government of the United States is a government of enumerated powers, and all powers not delegated to it, nor inhibited to the states, are reserved to the states or to the people thereof. Among the powers so reserved to the states is exclusive regulation of their own internal government and police. And it is high and solemn duty of the several departments of government created by this Constitution to guard and protect the people of this state from all encroachments upon the rights so reserved. What do you think about that, state representative? Have you ever heard that before? What about this one? The military shall be in strict subordination to the civil. Just another constitutional provision. What do we got here? Treason defined, etc. And this has obviously been tampered with an amendment. Treason against the state shall consist only in levying war against the state, or adhering to its enemies, or in giving them aid and comfort. Ooh. Treason against the state shall consist only in levying war against the state or adhering to its enemies. How many servants are adhering to enemies of the state? I don't even want to guess at this point. Treason against the state shall consist only in levying war against the state or adhering to its enemies, or in giving them aid and comfort. Oh, my. Oh, my. And then we got the governor admits to being at war with the people in an open court of record. And it would appear that she's getting a lot of aid and comfort. A lot. Her husband, everybody that works with her, around her, all you legislators who by now should have copy of the file that's sitting with the garrison commanders over there at Camp Grayling, because you know, so you have culpability. What else would I like you to know? Oh, to be informed of victims' constitutional rights. See, the people of Michigan have had their constitutional rights violated. I'm informing them. It's happening from our servants. So I created a notice of liability, which will be serving on all the sheriff's departments. What else is of interest here? Object of government. That the sole object and only legitimate end of government is to protect the citizen in the enjoyment of life, liberty, and property. And when government assumes other functions, it is usurpation and oppression. Oh, this is a Jim Dandy here. This is a Jim Dandy here. The Constitution is dedicated to the principles that all persons have a natural right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and wait, it's coming. It's coming. Are you ready? This is a zinger. Ooh, baby. We'll start at the beginning. This Constitution is dedicated to the principles that all persons have a natural right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and the enjoyment of the rewards of their, are you ready? Here it comes, own industry. And that all persons are equal and entitled to equal rights, opportunities, and protection under the law. And that all persons have corresponding obligations to the people and the state. Now, Daire, I'm not just speaking to you, I am speaking to the world. And I am educating the people. So, if you're detecting a little bit of something that makes you feel uncomfortable, understand this isn't just about you. But you got culpability here. The right to restitution. Oh, there's a lot of restituting needs to be done. Root, toot, toot, restitution. No law shall be enacted in this state limiting the amount of, are you ready? Are you ready? Here it comes. No law. What law? No law shall be enacted in this state limiting the amount of damages to be recovered for causing the death or injury of any person. I have been very injured. To the tune of about easily documentable 300 trillion with a T. It goes million, billion, trillion. 300 trillion. Oh, and that's just business loss. That's not defamation of character. That's nothing else. That's just business loss. 300 trillion. And I got a right to that industry, but my servants took it away from me. Oh, poor Ethan. Poor world. These servants are denying the world the wonders of nature, of healthy living, clean living. What else? Basic rights. All natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the law and have inalienable rights, among which are the right to enjoy and defend life and liberty, to pursue happiness, to be rewarded for industry, and to acquire, possess, and protect property. No person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, national origin, or physical disability. So what's the reason for denying me my rights? Or the rest of the Michigan population, their rights. Right to the courts, No person shall be deprived the right to prosecute or defend, either in person or by an attorney, that person's own cause in any of the courts of this state. Here's another one, worded just a little bit different. But I have to keep saying things over and 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 over. Eventually, someone understands, someone gets it, and then we're one step closer. People are rising up. Everyone's worth redemption. All right, you've been blackmailed, you've been honeypotted, you got George Soros money. All right, well, all of you, not you British parasites. I don't think so. Maybe. No, I don't think so. You paid to get what you got. That no person shall be accused or arrested or detained. See, there's a difference. Arrest warrants means stop. Can I ask you a quick question? Hey, Joe said this, that happened. What's your side of the story? Oh, no, Joe's got it all wrong. So no one's being detained, contained, or jailed. You got to have arrest warrant. You got to have a warrant for arrest to stop somebody. But yet these bylaw officers and these sheriffs, they're stopping people. They're more than stopping them. They're threatening them. They're threatening to run them off the road, flip their car over, ram them. We see it on TV all the time, in the movies. That's intimidation. And then the man's going to get out and approach with weapons, loaded, probably bulletproof vest, handcuffs, maybe a baton, taser, camera, audio, all this stuff. And we live in the private. Rights of persons. All men are by nature free and independent and have certain unalienable rights, among which are those of enjoying and defending life, liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety and happiness. That all persons, what persons? All. That all persons invested with the legislative or executive powers of government are the trustees of the public, and as such, accountable for their conduct. Wherefore, whenever the ends of government are perverted and public liberty manifestly endangered, and all other means of redress are ineffectual, the people may, and of right ought, to reform the old or establish a new government. The doctrine of non-resistance against arbitrary power and oppression is absurd, slavish, and destructive to the good and happiness of mankind. All right. State Representative Daire Rendon. You want to know about me? That's me. I'm your boss. You got free men in prison. People denied their health. People denied their liberty and their freedom. Being brainwashed. Not secure, not safe, not happy, don't have their property. What are you going to do about it, state representative? We're going to find out. And I've got nothing hiding about what I'm doing. My is an open book. We got all power, and we're fixing this. You have a good night, everybody. Much love. We'll be back real soon.